Hi, my lovers. Senator Natasha and her husband sue Nwaebonyi. My correct people, them no be smart. We all know Senator Nwaebonyi, which has been trailing with Ezekwesili since 2 days now because of his excessive ranting on social media spaces. My correct people, them ever since Natasha and Akpabio get this issue in the Senate, it has been from one buzzbuzz to another. And the funny part of it is that some of the Nigerian senators have been coming out both on live interview, these channels, television, Arise News, to support Akpabio. In that effect, this man known as Nwaebonyi equally come out to allege that Natasha threatened her husband to marry her by fire by force, suing her, taking his Natasha sued her husband, took him to court, and charged him 10 million naira if he failed to marry her. My correct people them say the marriage was under duress. My correct people, them will not be smarting. So now, Senator Natasha and her husband, Emmanuel Uduaha, have threatened to sue. In fact, they have sued Senator Nwaebonyi. They threatened before, but now they have finally threatened Senator Nwaebonyi for alleged defamation of their character before marriage. Natasha and her husband, Uduaha, are demanding a written apology from Senator Nwaebonyi within 14 days, that he should write an apology letter to them for 14 days, that is 2 weeks, which must be aired on News Central and published on other social media platforms, because he went to News Central interview where he said that Natasha forced her husband to marry her. Not just that alone, he equally said that the reason why he is backing Senator Akpabio is not because he is the Senator Akpabio. He's saying this because of the future victims of Senator Natasha. My correct people, then wahala they say it be like bicycle. And now, it is now official that the petition letter against Senator Nwaebonyi, I read defamatory statement against Chief Emmanuel Uduahan and Senator Natasha Uduahan. We are solicitors to Chief Emmanuel Uduahan, the Alima of Warri Kingdom, and Senator Natasha Uduahan, who represent Kogi Central Senatorial District in the Senate of Nigeria, and have their instruction to write to you this letter. It is our brief that sometime in March 2025, you appeared on a program where you were interviewed on News Central TV, which program was aired by the said TV station and its affiliates wide Channel 422 on DSTV, Channel 23 on GoTV, Channel 274 on Star Times, and Channel 25 on Avo. In your response to a question asked by the anchor of the program, you said as follows: upon the slightest provocation, she would come up with allegation of sexual harassment. I don't know what is wrong with this lady. Does she think that she is the most beautiful woman on earth, or is it because she has chocolate color? In my own assessment, she's not among the beautiful women in Nigeria, and it is high time we come hard on her, and why people like us are speaking on top of our voice. It's not just to protect and defend the Senate president, but to protect and defend her future victims. Even her present husband, she married him out of something like this. She threatened to sue the man. I have a letter circulated over the world that the man should pay her 10 million naira. 10 million naira or marry her under duress. So the marriage was under duress, a product of blackmail. I was watching a video of how the father of the first wife of the husband narrated her ordeal when this lady came into their family, destabilized the family, and took over her husband, and without going into her character. Ask Senator Natasha how many husbands has she had in her life at the age of 47 or 45. The said defamatory statement made by you were widely circulated by users of other social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and many more within and outside Nigeria with intention of damaging the reputation of our clients. They say the defamatory statement uttered by you in the TV program under reference were words which directly reflect our clients and their natural and ordinary meaning. We are understood by right-thinking members of society to respectively mean the following: Chief Emmanuel Uduahan, that the said chief in the victim of marital blackmail and not duly married to his wife as a result of his love for her. That the said chief is a coward who only got married to his wife because he was threatened with a lawsuit. that the said chief is married to his wife under that the said chief is a bozo who is incapable of making his own decisions, being a person living under matrimonial blackmail, that the said chief has no self-esteem and human dignity, being a person married under duress. Senator Natasha Udoaha, that the distinguished senator serially blackmails men with allegations of sexual harassment, that the distinguished senator is vain and has an overestimated opinion of her own beauty, that the distinguished senator needs to be clamped down in order to defend and protect men from her blackmail activities, that the distinguished senator married her husband under duress, having threatened to sue her husband for the sum of 10 million naira. Upon such threat, her husband had to marry her, that the distinguished senator is not married to her husband out of love for him, that the distinguished senator wrecked the previous marriage and family of her husband, that the distinguished senator has had many husbands in her lifetime, that the distinguished senator is not a person of high ethical and moral standards. Leader, high chief and philanthropist known for upholding cherished values of the Nigerian society to the administration of many. Senator Natasha Udoaha is a successful Nigerian politician, opinion molder, defender of the needy, efficient wife and mother, well admired at home and abroad. Since you uttered your said defamatory words that we are widely heard, some family members, friends, political and business associates of our clients now view them with a strange level of disdain and distrust. Our clients have been deeply embarrassed by the extent and effects of your false and malicious words. Consequently, we hereby demand a written apology from you within 14 days from the date of your receipt of this letter. The apology should be widely circulated. It must in particular be aired on News Central TV and published by various social media platforms which publish your defamatory words. Failing a statutory response from you, our instruction is to initiate the necessary legal process to seek redress for our clients. Please be informed. In case you have not watched the video where this Senator Nwaebonyi insulted and made this particular allegation, we allow you guys to watch this video now to hear from the horse's mouth. And feel free to drop your opinion in the comment section.
I think that is the most beautiful woman on earth. Or is it because she's had chocolate color? In my own assessment, she's not among the beautiful women in Nigeria. And it is high time we come hard on her. And why people like us are speaking on top of our voice is not just to protect and defend the Senate president, but to protect and defend her future victims. Even her present husband, she married her out of something like this. She threatened to sue the man and have a letter circulating over the world that the man should pay her 10 billion or marry her. The man had to marry her under duress. So the marriage was under duress and under product of blackmail.
Now I realize that Senator Peter Nwaebonyi has a personal vendetta against Senator Natasha Udoaha, because I don't see the reason why you go to defend Senate President Godswill Akpabio in this manner. Look at the way this man is speaking, insulting this lady as if to say this man no get woman for your own house, he no get sisters, and he no get female child. Because the way this man they talk, I don't know what him being problem on national television. Now they talk like this, talking down on a woman like this. This is something that is very serious. You are even crying more than the grief. The person where they fight for, you not get out to talk for himself. You are crying more than the person where they accuse. What will be your problem? Now, when I see to be this, make una listen to everything where they talk this night.
To clear the coast, I want to start by submitting that it's very unfortunate that our women, in particular, Obiezie Ekwesili, who is a notable politician in Nigeria, can come before the whole world to lie. The fact of the matter is that Obiezie Ekwesili, with her friend, the lawyer to Senator Natasha, was too emotional. Instead of them to attack the facts, by proving the allegation of sexual harassment, they abandoned it to play to the gallery. From the very beginning of the proceedings, they were given the Holy Bible or Quran, as the case may be, for them to take oath, which is in line with the proceedings of Nigerian Senate Committee on Public Petition, being a quasi body, judicial body. I remember vividly, and it's on tape, that there is Obiezie Ekwesili says she cannot take oath. The same thing with the lawyer, and the same thing with the petitioner. Then along the line, the petitioner agreed to take oath. And after that, of course, myself as a witness for the respondents also took my own oath. So after hearing from the petitioner, it was time for me to be heard because the committee will not hear you if you are not on oath. Even before then, there have been, playing some drama, trying to truncate the whole exercise. But we as senators have understood their game. We didn't yield to that. We allowed them, we tolerated their very childlike behaviors. But at the end of the day, after the petitioner have made his case and even failed to adopt his affidavit because he knew he was lying. So it was time for me, to respond to the allegation as a witness for the Senate President. All of a sudden, most unfortunately, obviously, said I should shut up my mouth. I said, no, mommy, how can you address me like this? He said, will you shut up your mouth, you hooligan? I said, no, I can't take this. I'm a sitting senator. You are a former minister of the Federal Republic, and by social certification, a senator is higher than you. I replied her instantly by saying that she is the hooligan and that she is a disappointment and a disgrace to womanhood. If a woman of her caliber, a leader of female leaders across Africa, can talk to a sitting senator to shut up his mouth, that tells you how rude that woman is. This goes to suggest how bad the character of this woman is. And that goes to suggest that people under her is passing through hell if she can address a senator inside the Senate building to shut up his mouth. So at the end of the day, I was allowed to make my case and to the satisfaction of the committee. And at the end, the committee came up with a resolution that the matter is already in court. And going by our rules, we cannot entertain any matter that is already pending before the law court. This is also in line with the agitation and protest raised by the petitioner that they have no confidence in the Senate Committee on Public Petition. So having weighed the two options, the committee decided to adjourn the matter sine die to wait for the court ruling on the matter. So the attitude of Eze Kwesili is very unfortunate, least expected of a leader like her. A grandmother of that matter shouldn't have allowed her emotions, to carry her that way. So as a child of God, I'm forgiving her because this is a month of Lent. As Christians, we enjoy not to allow our anger go down with the sun. So as a Christian, in the course of my interview on Araz yesterday, I said I retract the words I used against her because she is a grandmother. She's old enough to be my mother, and also ignorance of the fact that two wrongs cannot make right. But at times, there's a local saying in our place that when a madman invades your father's compound, raise your machete and pursue the madman. If not, the madman will wipe the family. So that is what happened.
Senator, I have to ask you at this point. You were apologizing now, or rather you said that you forgive her. But many Nigerians have reacted to this incident and they have frowned at the trading of insults and name calling.
I forgive me. I'm not apologizing.
I take that back. You forgive her and you do not apologize. Gotcha. Which is what takes me
I'm not apologizing.
Yes, which I'm about to ask you. Many Nigerians have frowned at the name calling.
She's supposed to apologize to me.
Many Nigerians.
She's the one that wronged me.
Okay. Many Nigerians have frowned at the name calling and the insult trading that happened. If you said that she was the first to air, giving the video and from your account, why did you not ask that it be stopped and you address the persons who are conducting this sitting to ask her to order and ask for an apology from her? Why did you decide to lean in and trade insults between the both of you? Because if you are the higher, if there's a ranking, because you said it, there's a ranking, you are the higher senator. Giving the ranking, you are the higher person there. You are sitting senator and you are the representative of Nigerians. And that means one of our core values is respect and order and decorum. Why didn't you show example?
Well, respect begets respect. If you respect me, I say respect is earned. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Loud and clear, sir.
Let me respond. She's talking. Let me respond to what you said. Yes. Respect begets respect. If you respect me, I will respect you. But if you insult me, I will insult you back. That is my belief in life. Because I respected her, immediately I entered into the proceedings hall. I greeted her as my sister. We all come from southeast zone of Nigeria. And for her to talk to me that way, she doesn't deserve my respect. And I have no apology for that. So I demand her to apologize to me. As a senior citizen of this country, she shouldn't have stopped to talk to me that way. How can you ask me to shut up my mouth? And when I call her attention that what she is doing is not good, she added that I'm a hooligan. A sitting senator is a hooligan. That's why I said she is the hooligan. And in the course of her interview yesterday on Arise, she didn't deny it. She admitted that she said so. So I don't require any, the matter that has already been proven doesn't require further proof. So I expect her to apologize to me. But as a Christian, I've forgiven her. I have nothing against her, and I will never have anything against her. But her excesses, should be called to order. And this is not the only time she's doing this. I know of a minister who served with her under Obasanjo government that complained that she beat him up in the Federal Executive Council, and it took the intervention of a fellow minister to separate them. So this is a woman that is known with such character, and I think that she shouldn't have taken such character into the highest lawmaking body of the Federation, the Nigerian Senate.
Who is this minister that you speak of? I asked you about the minister. You said there was a minister that you know who just shared his personal experience in the past. Who is this minister?
That is not the fact. That is not the fact in issue. That is not the fact in issue. That is not the fact in issue now. If you want to know, you can come. I will show you the minister. You interview him.
I would like that very much. Now, one of the reasons that the sitting got so tense the way it did is the belief that from the petitioners and their team that most of the individuals there, especially yourself in particular, and some of the members of the ethnic committees are biased. Are those allegations founded? Are they true? Would you say that you are biased in this case?
Those allegation is unfounded, unbelievable, and should be discountenanced. These people came up with a premeditation to disrupt the proceedings. They were in the first place asked to take oath, and she said she don't want to take oath. So that shows that she's not ready to talk. They are just there to play games and delay us. And so that is the nitty-gritty of the matter. If you appear before a panel, you are expected to take oath to affirm that what you are going to say before this panel is the truth and nothing but the truth. But they don't taking oath because they know the implication in law. Now, when you lie in law, on oath, you can be charged for perjury. So that tells you that they are prepared. They know that what they are saying is nothing but falsehood. And let me even go to the fighting issue. The sexual harassment being alleged by Senator Natasha never happened. I was with Senator Natasha and her husband on the said date of 8th December 2023 in Ikotepene, in the house of the Senate President. I went there with her, I left there with her. Throughout our stay there, she never had any personal contact with the Senate President because she was always with her husband. I was the closest person to the Senate President and other senators. And moreover, as at that time, Senator Natasha was barely 2 months old in the Senate. So she was still studying down. So she had no opportunity of even going close to the Senate President. So, and this woman is a serial blackmailer, a known blackmailer that have blackmailed so many prominent Nigerians. And like I charged her rise last night, it is time we beam our satellite on this woman who is fond of, accusing innocent Nigerians of sexual harassment. This woman should stop using her gender as a weapon against men because she is endangering the level of women participation in Nigeria, not just in Nigeria, but in Africa.
Which other persons is she accused of sexual harassment?
Accused Reno Omokri of sexual harassment during the time of Goodluck Jonathan as president, when the young man was already in US attending to national issue. But unlucky to her, she didn't know that this young man was outside the country. Upon the slightest provocation, she will come up with allegation of sexual harassment. And I don't know what is wrong with this lady. Does she think that she's the most beautiful woman on earth? Or is it because she's had chocolate color? In my own assessment, she's not among the beautiful women in Nigeria. And it is high time we come hard on her. And why people like us are speaking on top of our voice is not just to protect and defend the Senate President, but to protect and defend her future victims. Even her present husband, she married her out of something like this. She threatened to sue the man. I have a letter circulating over the world that the man should pay her 10 billion or marry her. The man had to marry her under duress. So the marriage was under duress, another product of blackmail. I was watching a video of how the father of the first wife of the husband narrated her ordeal when this lady came into their family, destabilized their family, and took over her husband.
All right.
And without going into her character, I asked Mr. Natasha how many husbands has she had in her life at the age of 47 or 45. How many husbands has she had?
Good for her.
She's pretending, covering her head like Virgin Mary.
Well, good for her, because there are some members of the Senate as well who cover their heads and also have several wives and also been remarried in the past. I think that your marriage should not be brought into this matter when we're discussing issues of national importance. But I must say thank you, Senator, for taking out.
If Emmanuel Uduaghan, the husband of Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan, has given that senator Nwaebonyi, where they run mouth like tap water, like say diarrhea their mouth. You don't give him how many hours? Is it 48 hours? To apologize for all the nyama where you talk about him and his wife or face legal charges. You don't remember what the guy was saying? The guy was I'm trying to wonder if our senators, our lawmakers, somebody like Nwaebonyi, can talk like this, then what moral justification do we have to tell our children to be of good behavior, to expect the youth to be of good behavior? Do you see the way that man was talking? That man, I'm so disappointed in that Nwaebonyi. Let me show you the video of what he said before we continue with this story.
I don't know what is wrong with this lady. Does she think that she's the most beautiful woman on earth? Or is it because she's had chocolate color? In my own assessment, she's not among the beautiful women in Nigeria. And it is high time we come hard on her. And why people like us are speaking on top of our voice is not just to protect and defend the Senate president, but to protect and defend her future victims. Even her present husband, she married her out of something like this. She threatened to sue the man and have a letter circulating over the world that the man should pay her 10 billion or marry her. The man had to marry her under duress. So the marriage was under duress, another product of blackmail. I was watching a video of how the father of the...
Hey, fellow Nigerians, now don't see the person where they represent Ebonyi people as their senator. When I say how they talk like person where they smoke Igbo, like somebody wey be agboro for Lagos State, like Onyaro Ogbete. See how you open the mouth like say shit full am, they talk wow without sense. How this kind of person they represent Ebonyi people? Wetin our youth go learn from somebody whole senator where they senate? Abeg Ebonyi wanna start in record process, because this one is a disgrace to una people, to una and to Nigeria. See how this man dey open mouth dey talk like say the head no correct. Who be the wife of this man? Bring him home and put him in order, because the man he go soon remove cloth o, he go soon run naked for road o. Cause craze don na so craze dey start o. Anyway, I'm happy that the husband of Natasha is trying to bring him back to order. Make una sue am, make una recall am from representing you people in Ebonyi State, because this one Onyara ka obu ihe here. I pity the person wey, oh God, I pity una, I pity Ebonyi people. This one no good. This man no good.
A scoundrel. Why are you talking to me like that? Okay. Food and 70. Yeah! I said you're a fool. I take you a disgrace to the Senate. You are an insult to womanhood. You are a hooligan, so you will be here. So that is why you can never be here. People like you can never be here.
Chairman of the committee. Chairman of the committee.
And you say I should keep my mouth shut. Who are you to say so?